can't play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
That result, really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Whip. Watch the whip. Wait.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? Man, I got you. You gonna take. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Jumping. Check. Watch out.
On the ground, this is Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
6-man. Check curls.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Jameis to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Winston. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really competent throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 49, check 49, check 49. Motion, motion, motion.
Running right, Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, check, 47.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go with Jones. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Switch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Johnson's got it complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
A 4-yard loss on the play. And it's third down.
We're scoreless after 1.
End of the first quarter with no score.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a very tough 3rd and 15 forthcoming. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Check safety. Shift. Twist.
Here's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmaker and give them the football.
Pass complete here to Sanders. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A good 10 brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready. Blue lady. 5. Hey, 5-0. Pick the edge. Come. Hey, switch gears. Green, triple team.
Winston from the gun on third down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the run. Check it out, read. Wide. Get wide. Jumper.
They'll run it with Jones. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
On second down, it's Jones, and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it, and this is picked up by the Saints, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now of what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, You are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
Number one rush defense in the league for a reason, and after that last play, they might want to try to go to the air.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
It's 3rd and 7.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A first down throw for Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Mike. Blue 80. Check 55. Mike. Go, go, go. Flip it, flip it, flip it.
Here's Winston. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Lutz puts this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, The action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. It could cost you a game or win you one.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Slam, slam, slam. Motion, motion, motion. Mike 56, about 66. Pull it high. Watch that. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No. Shoot. Big edge.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
At the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Kill. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, go 66. Check 3. Let's go. Check it.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
There defensively.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Watch, twitch. Alert. Alert 3. Month 56. Hey, go 66.
To throw again. Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
53. All day, every day, any day.
Again, it's Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, look, take it. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Kill. Hey, 50.
Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they get him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Rush in.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. To throw, Winston. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check three.
Hey, go 66. Wait, 28. Shadow.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 14-yard line.
Wait, that slide 20.
56, right there. 56.
Alpha.
56.
Hey, let go.
56.
Hey.
On second and 12, Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20. Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On second down, Kamara. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready. Flag. What is that? Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Green, triple T.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Blue lady.
Watch it, 3 bud.
On first down, Murray.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
You got nothing.
Toss play, Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Wait.
Check, 55 to Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Come on. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Kill. Switch.
Check it. Reload. Let's go on. No, 66. Switch. Check. Hey, Alabama.
From the 29, Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Both 7 to Mike. I'm coming after you.
Shadow.
Bang. He's coming. Alert. We got double.
Check it. Reload.
To throw is Brady. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check it. One.
Motion. Reset.
Goal 50.
Check 13.
Rip.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's got Evans. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Mixed score, Buccaneers 14, Saints 10. Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
55, right there in the middle, 55. 55 is my guy, 55. I'm coming.
Now Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
Ricky. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Now Winston on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
56, right there, 56. You can't block me. Check.
Hey, check it.
Check 43.
Ozzy.
Back.
Now Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Gay's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
He's taken down at the 3. A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 5.
Winston. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the return will stop right around the 25. Thomas, the intended target.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Wait, that 380.
He's taking the mic. Check nickel. Alert flare. Shit.
Watch the house.
Alert. Safe. Slam. Kill.
72.
So after the INT, it's Brady.
Safety's creeping.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check. Lucky.
Go Bandit.
Now Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. This is Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
Hey, Charlie.
47. Check Mike 47. Here we go. 47 Mike. 47. Squeeze, double.
To throw is Brady. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They've gone final now in Charlotte. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. Christian McCaffrey, a touchdown run to help lead the way. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
First and 10 at the 48-yard
Ready,
line.
flag, what is that?
Under 10, under 10, 10. Shift, shift. White.
Now Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.